What is up? It's Brian coming to you from the COVID-19 hovel here in Los Angeles, California. Just want to talk. How about that? Okay, so I've been kind of cheating with the vlog. This is my first actual vlog post. Okay, so I want to see if this is a scenario that's familiar to you. Okay, so you're in a scene class. Maybe you're new, maybe you've been around for a while, but you get assigned a scene. Get assigned a scene partner. Maybe you know them for a while, maybe you don't know them at all. You go to a coffee shop to rehearse, right? Times being what they are. So you finish doing the scene, you've read it a couple times. The person says, hey, what if you tried this in this moment? And you think to yourself, ugh, why am I listening to this person? I can't even. And you say to them, yeah, sure, that's a great idea. And you smile and you write the note down in your script. You talk a little bit more and then you pipe up with, you know what, maybe in this moment, what if you tried this? And they think to themselves, oh my gosh, this guy is so over the hill. Why is he even bothering anymore? But they smile and write the note, right? And you finish up your rehearsal. The next week, you take the scene to class and you get one of these from the teacher, right? That scene was a train wreck. But I see potential in the scene, and this is how I see the scene. And see, what they've done is they've put the cart before the horse, right? Anybody who's done any creative project, any play, the director gives you their point of view before you do a lick of work. It is their vision that your homework fits into. What they've done is they've started the process of creating dependence. What they're communicating is, you not only need me for the answers to this scene, but for every scene that comes after. And so what happens is actors stop trusting their instincts and their imaginations get dulled. Now, let's be honest. Scene study class is fine. If you want a life in the theater, it is great practice, right? You have somebody in the scene with you who it would be like being in a play. The teacher functioned as the director. It is a perfect model for the theater experience. What about the situation that we find ourselves in every day here in this town, where you have 2 or 3 pages of text, no full script, 2 days to prepare, and go, where they are reading with somebody who may or may not give a shit about being there. I mean, at least in scene study class, you're in a scene with somebody who you can play off of. You can hear them and see them. In a on-camera audition, you have only yourself in front of the camera. We have been training the same way for the last 100+ years. Too often, we're talking about tricks and tips, and this workshop promises the key to landing the gig. And there is no key to landing the gig. If anybody says that there is, they are lying to you. So much of it is subjective. In fact, everything is subjective. Let me say that one more time. Everything is subjective. If you do a scene for me, I can almost guarantee you, you do it for 10 other casting people, you will get 10 different pieces of direction. I am not the arbiter of objective truth. Your job is not to win the gig, just like my job is not to help you land the gig. Your job is to unlock the mystery of the character on the page. And when I say unlock the character off the page, I mean that in a quasi-religious way, because there is a mysticism about what actors do. There's a reason why the shamans were the storytellers. They held the tribe's stories. That is the tradition that you come from, and that has been lost in our modern way of thinking. David Mamet talks about in his book, True and False, that in medieval times, actors were buried on the outskirts of town with a stake through their heart because the townspeople were so afraid of the ghost that possessed them, that allowed them to perform. That is an awesome compliment, and that is where you come from. And we don't talk about that nearly enough. It is an amazing tradition that we belong to, and it's something to celebrate. And I want to be a part of that celebration. I am passionate about acting. I love talking about it. I love thinking about it. I love reading about it. I want to hash it out with any actor who comes into my orbit. I'm not a teacher. I am a facilitator. My job is to help actors unlock their imagination so that they can drop into the character with a sense of freedom without worrying about what other people think, without worrying about if they're going to land the gig. That they can go into a room, the unnatural room, with a camera operator and a reader. They can walk in and they can honor the character because that is their job, to honor the character. And when it's done, they can walk out of the room knowing that they did their job, they did it well, and they're going to go meet a friend for a cup of coffee because that's what's important. That's what I want to be a part of. If you have been wounded by an experience or by a teacher, contact me. Let's talk about it. Let's hash it out. Let's get excited about acting again. Go to the contact page, actorsrefuge.com. Leave me a note. I will get back to you. All right?